See them horns sticking up out of that brush.
But that white belly out there is the buck I just shot.
So it's opening morning to the firearm season, and before I go out hunting there, I just thought I'd take a minute and tell you what the plan is for the week. The spot that we're going to hunt in the mornings is an area that we've hunted now for 3 generations. My father, myself, and Eric, and it produces some pretty good deer if you can be patient and wait them out. And in the afternoons, Eric and I are going to separate and hunt in different areas there. I'm going to hunt up here in the shooting shack, and I guess he's going to hunt down in his area around the power lines. It's too much traveling for me. It takes me an hour to get to where we're hunting in the morning, and then it would take me another half hour, 45 minutes to get to his place, and then another hour driving back home, man. It's just too much there. So we're just going to hunt together in the mornings, and hopefully he'll end up getting his deer with a camera and me. But if he does see something, he'll just have to do the best he can with a GoPro. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I got to get moving here so I can get down there in time to meet him. See him? He's going up to the edge of the bushes. He's going along the edge. I could probably shoot him. Good job.
That was awesome. First sit, we see a buck. Little forkhorn, it looks like. He almost messed up. If he would have came across that brook, I would have shot him. There ain't no way I'm going up to get the canoe for that little buck. But gives me hope. He fed all the way down through here. That tells me there's some cranberries. So saw that one spike horn, forkhorn. Yep. Give me a good deer in a couple of years if you don't mess up in this coming 3-4 weeks.
I'm surprised you showed the restraint that you did.
Oh, he was about 20 yards from dead. Yeah, if you would have came across, no, I would have shot. Yeah. But I just ain't gonna go up and grab that canoe and do all that work for a spike horn right now.
Yeah.
Opening day. Last day, wouldn't have hesitated. Yeah, probably would have made the 270-yard shot instead of waiting until he got to the edge.
Yeah. So what are you going to do this afternoon?
I'm thinking I'm going to hit up a spot where I shot my deer last year and see how crowded that is. If it's crowded, I might go down to Expanded and give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I might kick back in the shooting shack.
That wouldn't be too bad of an idea.
Well, let's get out of here. Saturday afternoon, I didn't see anything in the shooting shack. Meanwhile, Eric did see a doe on the power lines, but he didn't get it on film. Monday morning, Eric and I sat down to the bog together and didn't see any deer at all, just this duck.
We're all set up for the evening hunt. Down on the power lines again, just a little bit different setup than last time. Hopefully, with any luck, we'll see some deer come out going into the feeding from the bedding. Wind's right in my face right now, so it should be good. Oh, there's a deer right there. Oh, it's a buck. Jeez, that happened really quick. I can't believe it. I don't know if you can see it, but that white belly out there is the buck I just shot. I was looking around and I was looking back down closer to me. Didn't see nothing. I looked up, I saw deer trotting out pretty good speed. And I shot once and I missed. And he ran up on top of this hill and stopped and he looked around. I took my time, told myself he weren't gonna get away, and I let him have it and he flopped right there. I can't believe it. Let's go check out, see what I got. Well, here he is. 340 yards. Hit him right here in the top of the shoulder, dumped him. You know, I like having this spot I can come to. You see a long ways. Usually I have ample opportunity seeing deer, and you know what? It may not be the biggest 8, but I'm happy. I still got expanded archery buck take and a couple does if I get lucky enough. But I was sitting in one of my usual spots, and I'd seen, I think it was a smaller buck come across, and they're just real spooky tonight. They weren't sitting around at all. He came right out by this telephone pole, and there's some thick stuff, and he just zipped it right out. I didn't even see him again. This deer here, however, I saw him come out to the wood line, had enough time to confirm it was a buck. He went into the thick stuff. I turned the camera on, and I started to get set up with a rifle, and the camera died. He comes up on this hill, and I didn't want to take the chance on missing out, so I fired, and I missed. I was like, wow, that's not good. So I reloaded, took a deep breath, said he ain't gonna get away. Took my time, and I fired. He flopped. I waited a few minutes, and he weren't moving, so I was happy with that. Now the work begins.
So it's Tuesday morning. I'm getting ready to head down to the bog. And I guess I'm going to be hunting alone this morning. Eric got his deer last night. Guess a pretty decent 8-pointer. Yesterday I hunted in shooting shack in the afternoon. Didn't see a thing. So hopefully this morning's going to go a little bit better. Get some light snow going on out there, so I'm going to get ready and get moving there so I'm not late getting down there. There's a deer coming. I can hear him walking. He's coming out. That's not what I'm looking for. So it's Thursday morning, and before I head down to the bog here, I just wanted to let you know what happened yesterday. Uh, I went down to the bog in the morning yesterday, and the only thing I saw was a pair of otters messing around on the ice here. It was kind of neat, but no deer. And then last night down in the shooting shack, I finally saw a doe. And an eagle too, but no bucks. I'm not sure just where they're hanging out, but I'm not seeing them. And this morning, it's a little foggy out. I hope the temperature's starting to warm up a little bit too there. It's been chilly all week long. Now it's starting to warm up. Hopefully we're going to do something. Anyway, I got to get ready and go. As you can see, it's wicked foggy this morning. And I heard something. I wasn't sure just what it was. And I turned around and looked over on this side. He was traveling from the stream towards the tree line. And all he had to do was take 2 more steps and he'd have been in that pile of brush there and I wouldn't be able to see him anymore. And I see them horns sticking up out of that brush. So, and it was only, I don't know, 80 yards. So I pulled the camera around and tried to get it on it. With this fog, I couldn't see anything. And I thought I had the camera on recording. I pulled my gun up and I couldn't pick the deer up at all. All I could see was just white. It's like, what? And I mean, this went on for almost a minute. A lot, I couldn't see it. And I looked to make sure I knew where it was in the brush, and I tried to find the brush, and I couldn't figure it out. So finally, I looked at the scope, and it was all fogged up. It's too bad I didn't get it on. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to see much anyway. I mean, it was almost all fog. You could just barely make out his antlers and his body line. Anyway, I'm going to give it a little bit. And we're going to go down and see what we can find. I mean, it looked like a pretty nice deer. Well, the fog's lifted enough. I'm going to go out there and see what we can find. sometimes it's real hard to pinpoint just where you got them there, but I got blood right here. Looks good. Just going to ease down here. This blood is really hard to follow. It blends right in with these leaves. There he is. Nice deer. This little 10-pointer. We'll take that all day long. So I'd no more than got my stuff set up there. Foggy. Geez, awful foggy this morning. And I was thinking, boy, I'm not going to be able to see anything. And I was just starting to glass. It was probably, I don't know, 10 minutes after legal shooting time started. And I thought I heard something in the bushes. And I turned and looked, and there he was standing right there, probably 75, 80 yards away. And geez, I brought the camera around, and I could have sworn that I'd hit the record button, but apparently not. I apologize about that. But I pulled the gun up, and I couldn't pick him up, and I couldn't understand it for the life of me there. And finally, I figured out the scope was all fogged up there. Once I got it wiped off there, I was able to pick him up there and made a good clean kill. He didn't go 75 yards there, but pretty excited. That's a nice buck. Nice long tines there. I'm sure there's bigger bucks out there, but I'll take this one. Now for the fun part. We don't need the canoe, but we're a long ways from the truck. I think it's time to give Eric a call. Hey. Yep. Well, it's good enough. Don't need the boat, but some rope and the kite. We've been hunting this piece here for 3 generations now. My father, myself, and Eric too. And every year it seems as though if you come down here and put your time in, you'll end up with a pretty nice buck. Last night I was talking with Eric, and he was trying to talk me into going to hunt someplace else. I said, nope, I'm going to just stick to the plan. I'm going to hunt the bogs in the morning and then hunt the shooting shack in the afternoon. And so I'm glad I decided to stay in the bog. Anyway, I got to get my stuff packed up and get ready. Eric should be here 4-2 off along there, and we're going to get this thing out of here. It's a nice buck. I'm guessing he'll probably go around 200 pounds, but that really doesn't matter to me there. I just like the horns.
Even though we don't need the canoe, I think it's still going to be a job.
Yeah.